Games. This is Andrew, and thank you for joining me as I try out Magic Legends, the open beta that just launched today. First, I'm gonna go adjust this. I feel like I can already tell this background audio is way too loud. So we're gonna turn that way down, so that I can just barely hear it. Alright, we're going to try that. Hopefully that's better. If we have to turn it up, we can. So let's save those changes. Close options. Alright, so I tried to download this yesterday and got part of it yesterday and then had to finish the rest of it today. Had to then go do some errands. So I'm back, and I've got my dinner, so I might mute myself every little bit to take a bite. I'll try not to eat on the mic. But we're gonna do this. I haven't really looked much at this, other than it's a magic themed action RPG. On that, it gives us this warning that that my computer is not going to run it very well, and we could go to lowered settings. I kept the default settings, and it's still got this warning here on that. We'll see. We'll try and run it at this. I've heard that it's not the smoothest experience here, anyways. So, yeah, I think we'll keep all of our settings here. We can go back and change that, and let's start with a new planeswalker. Okay, so this is our first time. One of the few things I looked at was kind of I only watched one video with kind of a what you need to know about the open beta, which was very little information. Mostly it talked about a little bit of the classes. The white, and so they're based on, of course, the 5 colors of magic. White felt very much like a cleric type. It's called the Sanctifier, which is interesting, but I don't really want to play that. Blue as the Mind Mage could be interesting. I don't know. I hate blue planeswalkers, and I just anti blue in my soul. Even though I'm Bant colors as a personality, and I have some blue parts. But I'm kind of thinking about doing like blue black, some cross of that with like a Demir type of like rogue build. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Black sounds interesting as the Necromancer, but that also seems, I don't know, kind of cliche, almost like the cleric of like 2 on the nose. It's funny the way they lined these up, because they're in order, but red is just at the beginning here, which is the Geomancer, which is the class I was thinking I wanted to try, but now I'm worried that they put it at the beginning as if that's like the most popular, or the thing that they think is like the default selection for people, and maybe it's not worth it. And then green is the beast color, or like a druid type class, which sounds interesting, but again, I feel like it's kind of all cliche, or just slots into like druid, cleric, necromancer, which is literally necromancer, right? And the Geomancer and the blue and the red seem at least the most like unique in that. And we're gonna go with the Mind Mage for the reason only of the Geomancer is this first option here, which I feel like they're like pushing on people, or saying like this is what people want to be. And I'm going to grow, right? I'm going to expand myself beyond my biases and say, let's try blue. Let's embrace our blue uniqueness, and like I said, if we can, maybe we kind of dip into like a blue-black, roguey, assassin-y type. Sounds fun, and so let's go customize our Mind Mage. Now, so we've got all these options. My first feedback to the developers, if developers are looking, and this is something I'll put in, is, in a feedback form at some point, is the feedback I have for everything. Give me a randomize button. Just let me mash the randomize until I find a lookalike. That's how I like to create my characters. I don't want to go and pick, like, I never make my character, I'm not trying to make my character look like me or like a particular person. Like in skin tone, sometimes the random comes out with a light skin and that looks good. Sometimes it has a darker skin and that looks good to me, and I just like to smash through until I get it. Maybe it has green skin or red skin or blue skin. So again, maybe more shades or hues could be added as well. I don't know how much these customizations are going to change as we go, but my request right now and my big thing on character creation is, and I don't like how this Mind Mage is floating up here and I can't see the hair as I'm changing it. So also, that's another feedback. Let's get to zoom in on the area that we're adjusting or something. So this is style, and then I can choose color. It's hard to see this body type underneath all of these clothes. I mean, other than it's really like bulkiness, right? Like that's what we're choosing, is like how slender. And then looks like this top row might be females and this bottom row might be males. At least in the face, it looks more masculine and feminine. I don't know if that's an intentional choice of not labeling them and just kind of choosing, which I have no problem with, but then maybe give us some more shades, right? Some more variation in between. And maybe we can do that when we get into a face. Ooh, I do like that hardened look on that face. So let's change our hair color, because blue is just, like, overly blue is just too much for me. Like, we could be a blue mage with nuance. We don't have to be, everything has to be blue. I mean, I kind of like the green hair with the white stripe on it, but I think we're gonna go with this kind of reddish brown color here, and then we're gonna see if we can find an option that I like. It's too bad this is the only one with that streak. We haven't even gotten to the game and I'm already critiquing so many things. And that's fine. I think that's part of I imagine as the open beta goes, we'll get more features and things like that. So I'm kind of liking this, but I'm also kind of thinking maybe we're just going to go bald. A little Professor X kind of mental powers. I have so many mental powers that my hair fell off. Thing. I kind of like the stash, but then again, it's kind of weird. I feel like no hair is cliche. We're gonna go with this weird superhero do. This guy looks so cheesy, like he wants to be a sheriff, like a sheriff's deputy, like so bad. We're gonna do it. Okay, I love it. Further cosmetic options are available by visiting the tailor. So we've spent 10 minutes on this and we haven't even gotten anywhere yet. And then again, with this, they gave me some like starter name, some option, but give me another like randomized button. Let me see some options of like what fits in. I don't know how these are seated. If there's like a bank of like blue mage names, um, or what, you know. The other reason we were gonna go, this is now we get to the name, right? I used the screen name Fuego Diego um, for a lot of things. It's an old name that I used in high school for got in Spanish class. So that was the other reason we were going to go with a red mage, is we could name him Fuego Diego and do some fire spells and things, um, and that would be fun. A little on flavor there. Um, so we can't do that with our blue mage. I don't know, right? Like what it's and I once we choose, then we got to purchase a character rename service item, which I don't know if that's an in-game purchase or a real-world purchase. Um, and so we want to be um, so name must be 3 or more characters. I really want to give him like a plain, like I'm typed in Jim there. I really want to give him like a plain like officer like Schwartz kind of like wannabe name. Like he just um you know, like a gruff sheriff's deputy wannabe guy. That's I'm really in love with this character I'm creating already. He's like a mind mage who's just wants to be like a tough uh, cop, you know, like, oh, I've wrote 12 tickets today. Oh, caught me a speeder. Uh, I don't know why that's his voice. I don't know if that's even gonna be. I don't even know if that's his voice or not. But let me see. Um, we're gonna call him James McGreery. We'll see if that'll work, and that'll be fun. All right. So here we go. 13 minutes in, we finally are getting to see the game.